Hey everyone, welcome back to this Wikipedia. Today we're going to be looking at how to get your Dyson V6 looking, smelling and working like new. So we're going to run through how to pull all of this apart, get it all cleaned out and stick it all back together. Bear in mind in this video some of the procedures may void your warranty. Chances are if you've got a V6 it's probably already out of warranty anyway, but just keep that in mind. Let's begin. First thing to do is open up the canister, and then if you click it down again it'll actually pop out so you can remove that. It's pretty straightforward here. Give this a clean out. You can also clean out just inside here too. It is possible to remove this, but it's probably unnecessary unless there is a severe blockage in there, so I won't go through to that. The next part is getting this filter off, and the way to do that is preferably with a little plastic trim tool like this. Otherwise you can use a credit card or maybe even a guitar pick. I don't recommend using a flathead screwdriver because you will end up bending the plastic if you use something that's metal or something too hard, so plastic on plastic is a much better idea. And you just sort of run it around the top. There's a few clips that'll just unclip as you go. So once you've got this off, obviously give it a good clean as well. And then put that aside. The next step, you'll need a Torx T8 bit. So if you don't have one of these, pop down to your local hardware store or your electronics hobbyist store. And there's about 5 screws that you need to remove from here. And then you can clean out this part. With all these things, I'd recommend using some sort of warm soapy water. I wouldn't recommend using any sort of alcohol-based product because you are working with plastic, so it may either deteriorate the plastic or discolor it. So warm soapy water would be best, and just make sure it's all thoroughly dry before you put it all back together. Otherwise your machine's just going to end up clogging up and potentially stinking. After that you can pull this piece off. It literally does just pull out, and once again give everything a clean. May as well take that top filter out. This thing, obviously it does recommend that you wash it. You can also take it apart if you just want to get that little filter piece off. There's some clips around the top that just needs to sort of be pushed in. And then you can actually clean that out as well. And give that a good wash. Make sure this is completely dry before you put it back in. Alright, so now we're up to here. The next part is going to be removing this from the motor. In this case, you probably do want a small flathead screwdriver, and there's a clip just here that you need to basically push in from both sides. You should be able to do one side at a time, just sort of pull that away as you're doing it. And once that's unclipped, that should just detach. You can also take this thing apart. Once again, you'll need the T8 Torx bit, and there are some screws hiding in between every sort of second flute. So I think again it's another 5 screws all up. There's also 2 screws that would have been hidden when the motor was attached, but you can now access them. They're also just Torx screws, but keep in mind these ones at the back are shorter than all the rest, so keep them separate. Right, once you've got all the screws removed, this part should just pop open. I think one of them's just still holding it. It should just pull apart. So there's actually 4 screws inside, and there's the 2 screws from the back, so you can see they're shorter. And then everything else just pretty much comes apart, so you can pull that out. This little seal here comes off, so you can clean that out. It does have, there's a little notch on it, which lines up with a notch here, so when you put it back together, just make sure you line those up properly. Okay, so this piece doesn't really come apart any further than where we've already gotten to, so just give that a good clean out as well. And the top piece, same thing. Give it a clean. There is sort of like almost like a paper gasket or a felt kind of gasket here, which you can pull out and clean up as well. Just be careful because it is fairly fragile. And this part here also comes out, so you can clean all that. There is also another black one, like a gasket kind of thing here, which will also come out. So you can clean all that up. And then onto the motor itself. So there is a filter back here, which you can also get to. You'll need a Phillips head screwdriver. There is a Phillips head screw in the back of the handle. And there's also one at the front of the battery down here. This one's actually missing on mine, so never mind. Once you remove those 2 screws, the battery should just pull out. Next thing to do is get this cover off here. So once again, grab your plastic tool, and if you start around the side of the handle somewhere, you should be able to get it in far enough just to start separating those clips. And again, just work your way around. So that part's loose, and then try and work your way around the top as well. As you can see, there's actually two filters. There's this one which is a bit more dense, and then there's another one which is a bit thinner. So again, you can rinse those out, just make sure they're completely dry before you put it all back together. That's about it with the disassembly part. We also have a V6 Absolute, which if you have one of these, you'll know that it has the HEPA filter on the back. From what I can tell, these things don't actually come apart. In theory, you could still wash that out, but it will take a very long time to dry, I imagine. But beyond that, internally, it's pretty much the same. Depending on what model V6 you have will depend on what cleaning head you've got. But while we're here, we may as well clean these out as well. So this is the one from the standard V6. The way to open it up, they've got this little slot on the side which you can either stick a coin in and twist, or a screwdriver. But if you push down with enough force and twist, you should be able to turn it with your fingers, and then you can just push that out. And there's also a little panel here which you can open with that same coin or whatever, or a screwdriver. Just twist that to the unlock position, and then that can pull out as well, and you'll be able to get right in there to clean anything out. Just remember to lock it back down when you put it back together. If I can put it back together. You may have this particular one, same deal. You should be able to twist that with your hand, pull that straight out. I think this part doesn't actually come off on this one, whereas on the smaller V6 head, it's removable. And then yeah, you can also open up this part at the back. Yeah, this bit just goes back in the same way. With a little bit of fighting. Lock that back down. Goes back in there. This is the fluffy head. So the way to get this one apart is to actually unlock this tab first, and then you'll notice there's a little arrow on one side. So just sort of push the side toward that arrow, and then this will just pull out. You can clean that, and also get any crap out of here. You can just get into there as well, so clean that out while you're at it. Clean out any hair or whatever that's trapped up in this corner, and you can also pull this out, get any junk out of there as well, and then just goes back together the opposite way. Lock that back down. And that's it. So there you have it. Not only how to clean the heads on your Dyson, but also the V6 and all its different filters that it may have. So once again, thanks for watching this Wikipedia. If this has helped you out, be sure to hit the like button. You can also subscribe to this channel so you can find it again next time. And be sure to hit the notification bell if you're interested in new upcoming videos. As always, thanks for watching. See you later.